All right, class. So today we are looking at multiples and LCM. A multiple of a number is the product of a number and any other whole number. Facts about multiples. Every number is a multiple of itself. The first multiple of every number is the number itself. So a multiple of a number cannot be less than the number. So multiples of 2, you're basically going to be counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and it keeps going. Multiples of any number are infinite. So they just keep on going. They don't stop because numbers don't stop. There's never a biggest number in the world. They just keep on going. So how to find multiples of a number? You multiply the given number by 1, 2, 3, etc. So keep on going. And the products are multiples of the given number. So an example here, multiples of 3 are 3 times 1, which is 3, 3 times 2, which is 6, and 3 times 3, which is 9, and just keeps on going. So pretty much you're counting by 3s when you're finding multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on. Common multiples are multiples that two numbers have in common. So they have the same one. So multiples of 2 and 4, 4 and 8 would be multiples of 2 and 4 that are common. Because when you multiply those numbers by other numbers, they get that. 2, 4, 6, 8, or count by 4s, 4, 8, 12. They both have 4 and 8. But what we're going to look at are least common multiples. And least common multiple is, let me scratch that out, is the lowest common multiples. So it's the smallest number that is common between the two numbers, or three numbers. So we have an example here, and we're finding the LCM, or least common multiple, of 4 and 6. List the multiples of each number. Multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and 36, and so on. Multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and so on. So what we do is we circled the ones that they have in common. They both have 12, they both have 24, and they both had 36. So some of our common ones we have right here, 12, 24, and 36. The least of these common multiples is 12. 12 is the smallest of these numbers, so it is our least common multiple. So the least common multiples of 4 and 6 is 12. So let's try a couple of these problems down here. So we're finding the least common multiples of 4, 5, and 10. So we're going to count by 4s which is just multiplying it by every number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to count by fives. And we're going to count by tens. So starting at our biggest number, let's see if they have any in common. So here's a 10, here's a 10, but there's not one here, so that doesn't count. Here's a 20, here's a 20, and there's a 20. So this is the first number that they all have in common. So our LCM, or least common multiple, is 20. If you want to pause to try to do this one, you may. All right, so 60s, we're going to count by 60s, or multiply 60 by 1, then 2, then 3. So 60 times 1, 60. 60 times 2, 120. 60 times 3, 180. We're going to stop right there. Don't want to go too high. 120. So 120 times 1 is 120. 120 times 2 is 240. Well, look right here. We have a common multiple already. 120. That will be our LCM. And see, 120 is actually one of our numbers. And that's okay. If it's our largest number, it's okay if it's the LCM. That happens. If you want to pause for this one right here to try a hand at it, go ahead and pause. All right, so 9 and 12. We're going to be multiplying by every number, or just counting by 9s and counting by 12s. 9, 18, 27, 36. I'm going to stop right there. 12, 24, and look at that, 36. That looks a little familiar. There it is right there. So our LCM, which is the least common multiple, which is the smallest number that both of these numbers can multiply up to, is 36. Go ahead over to page 28 and 29. There's a couple practice problems with these. Try those, and when you get them done, you can go into your Canvas and today's date, LCM. So today is 9/25. So 9/25 LCM, you're going to put your answers in there. You guys have a good day, and we will talk to you later.